Hi, my name is Natalie, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my diagnosis of medullary sponge kidney, bilateral. A lot of people know it also as MSK. We're putting these videos out in hopes that new research will be done and awareness will be put out there for this disease that just gets swept under the rug. Almost 90% of doctors that you talk to say that it is a benign disease and it shouldn't cause you any problems. Well, we can tell you there's a lot of us that are the complete opposite of that. My story began when I was about 18 or 19 years old, and I passed my first kidney stone. I went to the emergency room and had some trouble getting the stone out on my own, so I had to have assistance through surgery. But after that, they told me that, you'll probably pass one or two more, but, as you go through it, but not a big deal. 2007 came along, and I'd been passing kidney stones here and there, and also having UTIs and kidney infections pretty much on a regular basis with those stones. I had a uro come to me after I had a stone completely block my kidney, and everything that was in my kidney was backing out of my kidney and draining into the rest of my body. And he said nonchalantly to me, "By the way, you have medullary sponge kidney, but it's not a big deal, and you don't really need to worry about it. It's a disease that is benign. You won't even know it's there." Well, little did he know, a few weeks later, I'd be back in his office again for another kidney stone. And so he did take the time and look into my case, and he said, "You know what, you're actually one of the few that stands out, so I'm going to refer you to a nephrologist to see how they could help you." So at that point, I started visiting my nephrologist, and we did all kinds of testing, and I was lucky to find out that I don't make just one or two types of kidney stones. I make 3 or 4 different types, so he was very impressed with my ability to make stones. So we tried all the diet changes and everything like that, but nothing was stopping the pain. Nothing was stopping the blocked kidneys with the stones. The UTIs continued to come, the kidney infections, and every day unrelenting agony, pain in my kidney area and my groin. And so I finally did get a nephrologist that kind of listened and wanted to help treat in the best way. So he got me hooked up with my GP, and they did start taking care of me on a regular basis. I will go in and see them every 2 months or so, get my pain medicines and check my labs and things like that. Fortunately, I went a couple months without any problems, so I thought that the new regimen was helping and making a difference, and then boom, out of nowhere came what I would consider the worst 2 months of my life. I had a regular laser lithotripsy with stent, and from that I contracted a blood infection, strep A, from all those surgeries, and I pretty much came close to not being here. I woke up one morning, I don't remember the previous couple of days prior to it. That morning I woke up and I had 17 doctors standing around my bed, and they were talking about heart surgery, that the infection was starting to cross the heart valves, and to make a long story short, I luckily got past that. I had to have a PICC line put in my arm, and I had to do self-antibiotics for a couple of months after that, and thankfully things turned around. But I still continue to have the regular lithotripsy and stents and such put in. I've even gone to see the world-renowned MSK specialist, Dr. Wolf, at the University of Michigan. I had that surgery done in December of 2012. Unfortunately for me, it was not a great success. So my everyday life depends on my pain medicine, so I can get up and function and be a part of my children's lives. I can't work anymore, which is really hard for me because I absolutely love my job. But with this disease, it's pretty much impossible for me. The isolation that you feel because nobody understands what you're going through with this, it's just completely devastating. I watch my children, and when they come in and they say, "How are you today, Mommy? Are you feeling okay? Are your kidneys okay?" It breaks my heart to know that my children are having to worry about me. I should be worrying about them. They shouldn't be worrying about me. This disease has changed my life in so many ways. It's put a huge financial burden on our family due to the medical costs and then loss of my job. It's also probably one of the main reasons for my impending divorce. I would never, ever, ever wish this on anybody just for 5 minutes. It's absolutely horrific. I would not wish it on my enemy. I would not wish it on anybody, not even for a 5-minute time period, because it is torture. If I could do anything to help or change this disease, I want to be a part of it. I don't want anybody ever to have to go through the stuff that I've gone through. This disease is taking my life. There's no end in sight. There's no cure. And there are some days that I just don't feel like I can get up and go another day. But obviously I have. But it's really hard. So if there's anybody out there that's watching that can make a difference for us, help us find some doctors that will research our disease and help us find a cure or something that will maintain it so our quality of life could come back to the same as most, we would be forever indebted to you. Our support groups right now are what have saved my life, and I know many others. So please, somebody listen and help us out. We really need you. Thank you.